Good afternoon, morning, or evening, depending on where you're from. I am Paula Ludwig with the Atlantic Institute. We are a nonprofit organization that promotes positive dialogue between different religions, cultures, getting to know your next door neighbor, just having those positive conversations. We believe that with more positive conversations, we'll have more peace in the world. I'm going to show you a short 2-minute video on what the Atlantic Institute is, and then we will start our program. So,
The Atlantic Institute is a nonprofit organization dedicated to promoting harmonious coexistence between peoples of various cultures, faiths, and backgrounds. We seek this goal through peaceful dialogue, education initiatives, and community organization. Our dialogue events bring together experts, community and faith leaders, and knowledge seekers to address social issues that affect us all. We feel dialogue is the most important element in peaceful coexistence, so we try and maintain several panel discussions, TED Talk events, and book clubs throughout the year. These events touch on social issues, race relations, and cultural understanding and are a mainstay of our programming. The Atlantic Institute's education events are extremely important to our mission of understanding. We want to promote socially forward critical thinking to students of all ages. To that end, we have developed programs that seek to grow the creative spirit of students and help them think about their communities and the world around them. Our Future Leaders of Dialogue event brings together nominated elite students to learn from each other as well as political and business leaders. Our art and essay contest gives students a theme about important societal issues and allows them to create wonderful works of art and writing while steering their minds towards improving their world. We're always seeking ways to educate youths and adults in order to make a peaceful world for all of us. Our community events are designed to transform neighbors into friends and groups of people into a community. By associating with other nonprofits or by our own initiative, we are always trying to discover new avenues to improve our neighborhoods, places of worship, and community centers. We host cooking demonstrations of food from other cultures, work with various nonprofits to help elevate the work of others, and try to find a way to make the lives of those who are disenfranchised or marginalized better. Building a more peaceful world starts in our backyards, so we are dedicated to improving our communities and associations. The Atlantic Institute is always seeking like-minded volunteers and collaborators. If you would like to learn more, find volunteer opportunities, or just want to chat with our staff, please visit our website at www.atlanticinstitutesc.org or follow us on Facebook. We will never run out of fun, educational, peaceful events, so come join us to help make this world a better place full of understanding and unity. The Atlantic Institute is a nonprofit organization.
sorry about that. All right, stop the share. Um, I want to thank Sandra for doing this for us. I'm very excited to see this. And I am now going to turn it over to her. Sandra, do you want me to spotlight your hands?
Yes, my hands, please.
There we go.
There we go. Hello, everybody. Right, it's quite a few people here. Some I know, some I don't. Yeah, what did we do? I'll tell you very quickly. Reconnecting was born in the COVID pandemic. We used to do things face to face, and then we couldn't, so we started doing this, and we've been going for 4 years now, obviously. And we do crafts, we do talks, we do sewing, we do quizzes, we do whatever. If people ask us to do something, we do it. We do walks, all sorts of different things. So if anyone wants to join, I will put our Eventbrite thing in the chat later on because I can't find it at the minute. And everybody can join, everybody can come along. UK people, you can have free kits. Anybody from outside the UK, we send out material lists for all the crafts that we do, so you know exactly what you've got to buy if you want to join in. Any questions before we start? No? Not looking like it. And everybody's presumably got the stuff. Okay, so here are some I made earlier. This is a kind of spiky one. And as you can see, no rock, but a star-shaped base. This is a very multicolored one. And again, no rock, just a twiddly base. Let's put them somewhere out of the way. And then this is the original one. Again, no rock. I took the rock off. It drove me mad, kept falling over. And I've used big beads, big chunky beads. And in the middle, I had a little bit of wire left over. So there's a little nest with an egg in it. But, you know, up to you how you decorate your tree, whether you have your upwards, downwards, a mixture of both. It's wire. You can do what you like with it. So, to get started, you should have at least 30 and preferably 40 pieces of wire. Mine are all crinkly because they're recycled. Yours are probably cut straight from a reel. So, you've got to have enough wire. Find the flattest part of your rock and put it downwards. And you've got to have enough wire to go from the middle of the rock at the underneath to the top of the rock. Can you see this? And then do that to it. And you do all of them. Gauge, it's 18 gauge for people in America or Canada, and for people in Europe, it's 1 mil. So can everybody see? If anybody can't see, please let me know. So you're just literally doing this. When it starts to get a bit unwieldy, give them a little twist. All the way around, all the strands. I'll try and do it a bit more under the camera. Hang on a sec. Okay. So you're starting at the base, going to the center or thereabouts, folding it around the rock to the center on the other side and twist them together. So once you know what you're doing, you don't have to twist the rock around. Please, if anybody's not understanding, please let me know, because it's not easy to take it apart. And obviously try and get it as even as you can all the way around. The wires are, you can do 30 centimeters high, and I'll convert that to inches in a minute, would give you a tree about this big. But that's quite droopy. And 40 centimeters would give you one of this sort of height, which is much bigger. And there would have been 30 or 40 strands. It depends how bushy you want your tree, really. So, is anyone here who can convert centimeters to inches while I'm doing this? Because I can't use my phone.
How many centimeters was it?
30.
30.
30. It's quite a simple process, but it's laborious. And I was saying to, I've forgotten your name, sorry, the lady who's from the Atlantic Institute.
Paula,
What?
it comes to 11.811 inches. So I would just say 12 inches.
12 inches, yeah, as a minimum. You can also do exactly the same, but in a hoop. We were doing these this week. It's exactly the same process, except you're wrapping it around the hoop, not a rock. And obviously it's, and because you can get these wires in a multitude of colours, if you want to, I had a series of these in 3 or 4 different colours. Yeah, like the hoops are nice. You have less flexibility with the hoop in that you can't make, really different shapes, but so you're all following this. I hope that when you're twisting it at the bottom there, and that tightens all this up. But the more wire you've got underneath, obviously, the wobblier it's going to be. But you just have to give it a squidge.
So sorry, are you just sliding the bottom?
Right, so what I'm doing now, because I've got a few on there, I'm sliding it in amongst that lot to halfway-ish. Yes? And then folding it up to halfway on the top, and then just adding that wire to the spiral. Did you get it? Whoever that was who asked the question.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah. But I'm doing it by feel now, not, I've got my thumb or a finger at halfway point, so I'm just sliding it under. The first few are difficult. Once you've got a bundle, it's okay. And these all look floppy. When you get to twisting these all together, that'll all tighten up. I've got 40 here. It should only take about an hour. Right. I'm not being overly careful. You may need pliers if you're doing this with me. You may not. It depends what your dexterity's like. Oh, this is really weird. Silence. I'm not used to silence.
They're asking, how did Tug do the first wire so it stays?
How do you start one without a rock? Okay. Here's a how did Tug do right, the first wire you just have to the first wire for Karen, you just have to literally hold it in place and do another one and then twist 2 together. Or you can, pretending this is my rock, you can do the measurement like this. Take it off the rock, so you've got that sort of shape. I mean, I know it's a ridiculous shape, but and then you twist together there and then put them over. So you can twist the whole bundle first and then wrap them around the rock. Like this. Oops. Personally, I find that easier, but to do without the rock at all. Straighten the wire out a bit. Fantastic tool, wire straighteners. Absolutely brilliant. Love them. Right. So assuming I'm going to make this one without the rock, I'm going to go up, what are we talking? 2 inches-ish, 2.5 inches up the stems and really twist it hard. So this is the top now, and this is going to be the bottom. So then you just splay those out to start with. So it stands up on its own. Okay? Yep. Is that okay, Maggie? I'm guessing it is. So yeah, that way. But
Yep, thank you.
yeah, you can also see that. I mean, with this one, this was originally around a rock, and I took the rock out and just squished it. I just literally went like that and squashed it. But it depends if you want the. I quite like the starburst sort of roots. It looks like roots going out, searching for water. So back to this one. So this is on there quite solidly now. It's actually quite difficult to turn. So I'm holding all this underneath tight and turning this, and as I turn this, all that underneath stuff tightens up. That's all quite tight now. Okay, so you twiddle. And if you want the sort of kink in it, so this is all twiddled together. If you want the kink in it, you just literally turn it. Did you see how that worked? Do you want me to untwirl it? I need feedback, folks.
I think it's good.
Yeah? So like that, or you can squash it down further. You can do another one. You can pinch it together. It depends how you want your tree to look. So if you don't like it, you can untwirl it like that and do it again. And you can bend it in any shape you like, you know, bonsai type shape, anything you want, because it's wire. So having got your trunk where you want it, you then open all this up. And again, depends on your personal aesthetic. If you like the spiky look, then that's done. If you don't like the spiky look and you want branches, you twist 2 or 3 strands together to form branches. I'll see what I'm doing here. And likewise, the same way that you did with the trunk, you can twist the branches a lot and they will do this like kinky type of bends. I don't know why, I've got no grip today. As you can see, the easiest way to do it is to hold the base and just turn these. Oops. These wires have been used several times, so they are mine are liable to break. So these out of the way. So these two here, if you've bought gem chips or beads or anything of that sort to put on, I like these wooden beads. You just decide where you want your bead to be, slip it on, bend the wire back on itself, and give it a little twist onto the stem. And there you are. Or if you want it halfway down, pick one that's got a long enough. Drop it on, twist the wire around. Let's get all this out of the way. Get out of the way. So the bead's on, you're folding the wire back around the bead. I'm sure you've done beading. And then you've got a little bit of stem afterwards if you want. Does everybody understand everything that I've said? Yes? No? Is anyone actually making one along with me?
Yeah, sorry, we're concentrating.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think it looks like Martha is, and let's see if I can see anybody else. Maybe Paula, I don't know, I can only see the top of her head.
Because this basically is it. You twiddle until you get the shape that you want for your tree. I can't be prescriptive or I personally like these really spiky trees. I know a lot of people don't. They prefer more decoration and more foliage, or So having twiddled them, you can see the different shapes I've got is the weeping willow. So this one is all the stems are just turned down, just literally folded over, and they're pointing downwards. Very far behind. Okay, I'll stop. So yeah, so you can have them down, up, a mixture of either. You can have each strand separate, more or less, like this one is. This is the base, and this is the top, and all those strands have been done in branches and then opened right up to individual spikes. This is about 50 centimeter wire to start with, much, much bigger.
I like that it's two different colors.
This one's too, yeah. My son requested this one. I did that one for my son. And this one is, I think, 7 different colors.
Yeah, that one reminds me of like the rainbow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you buy these packs on dare we say Amazon, and you get a pack of 10 different colors for £5 or something.
Wow.
So they're quite cheap, but they're short. It's not like yards and yards, but yeah, they're very effective. Right, so it's still twiddling around your rocks. I don't know whether to stop or carry on. What do you want me to do, folks? Shall I work on this one? So this is a little tiny one because I've only got about 10 strands on it.
I'm still doing my stone.
Once you've done one or two, and I mean, I've done it twice this week. Well, no, once I did it, I had to cancel one session. And I've done it, I don't know, 5 times before, so I'm quite used to doing it. So if you twist them all together like that, it's easier to get it. I'm going to do that to twiddle. I'm calling this twiddling. This is like putting knots in the tree, if you will, which is quite a nice effect. I would suggest if anyone's going to use the little gem chips, which I think were in the materials list, you need to be putting them on the ends of the branches. So this is a very twiddly tree. You see that? It's like, and I can stretch it up so it's less, or I can push it down and it all changes shape again.
I like how they're all different and organic. Like,
Yeah, this is what happens, you see. I mean, I can talk endlessly about how, you white bend it for an inch. We did this the other day, and I mean, we did this one on Tuesday, and I gave very specific, twist 2 strands together for 1 inch and then do this. And they're still all different. Nobody listened. Or they just did what they wanted to do. They got carried away with it.
What do you do if your wire keeps slipping on your stone because your stone's a different shape?
Take the stone out for now. But so you've got a base there where so if this was going around a stone here, or this one, if I undo all these, the stone will come out. Like this. So you've still got the cage. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then if that's really tightly twisted together, it's not going to come undone. So then you can just hold that in your hand like this and do whatever you're going to do, and then slip this back in afterwards. Or not. If you want to, you can just then squash it. And you've got this sort of flower effect at the bottom. It's very difficult to get it to stay done up. But the tighter you twist it on the top, the more chance you've got of it staying on. And you could also possibly change where the position of where the root is. The trunk of the tree. Because I had this in the center and it seems to want to go over to this side. So that might be a thing, is to move it over and try and twist these wires. They're all snapping mine because they're so old, they've been used so many times. Now back to this one. What am I doing? Oh yeah. So that's my base. Gonna have a starburst base on this one. And then just pulling these out. So much of it depends on what you like, what your particular version of beauty is, because everybody's is different. So you can, again, I'll do this on this one. So twisting two lots of two on the top on the branches, get that out of the way. Then I'm going to twist them together. So I've got a thicker branch and then opening up into the more twiggy bit at the end. Are we okay? It's really difficult, this.
Can't talk and twiddle at the same time.
You can't talk and twiddle. You need to learn to talk and twiddle. Wait, is Paula? Hi, Paula. Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
You
How are
right?
you? Yes, I'm
Very
fine.
well, thank you.
Jolly good. I thought it was you.
Yes, I'm just watching tonight, Sandra. I'm not doing it because I
No,
I
that's
wasn't
okay.
sure that I was doing it, but I did it last week, didn't we? On
Yeah, you
Monday
did it
or
on
Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah. But it's a different tree. This
Yes.
is a freestanding tree like these ones.
Oh, okay.
We did
Okay.
we did this. Whoops. In a hoop, didn't we? And now we're doing. I didn't say hello to you earlier because I thought there might just be more than one Paula in London. Possibly. Don't laugh, Martha. I saw you. It happens. And there is a danger. I know you're all twiddling. There is a danger of over twiddling.
and snapping.
It snaps, yeah. The same, mine's been reused and reused and reused. So any too much stress and it just snaps.
Well, I'm in a group that is doing some research for autism, and the presenter happens to also be called Martha.
Right.
So they sent out a thing saying Martha will be presenting on Tuesday, and I was like, wait, whoa, what? Had a moment of panic.
Different Martha, yes.
Not ready to present my findings, no.
And this one, I mean, you probably can't see it on the camera. This one's actually a mixture of gold and copper, not literally gold, gold coloured and copper wire. I don't know if it slightly shows.
That's true, I do.
Yes, you do, see? And we are, a very collaborative organisation. If anyone wants any, if you look on our Facebook pages, probably are better than our website, because I don't have time to keep that up to date. We are happy to share patterns and templates and designs and whatever. As long as we get a mention, we're fine. Oops. Do I need to do any more for anybody? No? Yes? No? It's really strange. Oh, Beatrice is here as well. Hi, Beatrice. And I'll say hello to Chris Taylor. I think it's the Chris Taylor Yes, because you like watching me suffer, dear. Okay.
Hi, Sandra. It's good to see you.
It is Chris. Oh, somebody else has just come in, look. A bit late. Are we letting them in?
Sandra, it is Beatrice.
It is you, Beatrice, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sneaky lot. They can't get enough of me, eh? For the people who don't usually come to reconnecting groups, I'm quite cheeky. But it's a London thing. Right, let's untwiddle this. Are we letting this lady in? Colette? Is it Colette? Paula? Rather? Not you, Paula, the other Paula. Okay. I'm going to try and untwiddle this one. Twiddle, twiddle. Oh. It's one of my favourite things to do in these trees because they look so fantastic. And everyone's like, wow. And then you go onto Etsy and they're £50. Well, I made that for £2. Have I got sharing privileges?
Yes.
Yeah,
I made you a co-host.
I'm going to try and find the picture that was the inspiration for doing this in the first place, if I can. Because it was some while ago, probably last year. Might even have been the year before, but we'll have a look.
Sandra, I went and got mine from last year. I don't know whether
Oh, have
you can
you?
see it very well. Yeah, can you see it? Can you?
Where are you, Chris? There's Chris.
I'm here. Keep
Yeah,
on talking.
Chris's was lovely. Let's pin Chris then. There you go. Go on then.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah.
There's the camera. Yeah, it's got me danglies on and
Got all your danglies on. Big rock.
It's good fun, that. It's good fun. It does pick up the light as well when it's in the window.
Yeah.
And it's shame. So yeah, I love it.
I think we found it on Instructables. The inspiration came from Instructables. It was a clock, a giant clock that somebody had made with a wire frame on top of a tree of life going over a night sky. I bet I can't find it. No, I can't. What's in the chat? You like watching? All right, Riley. Okay. Right, because I've untwiddled this now, they're all wiggly. So you might like the wiggly ones. You might want to twirl it and then untwirl it to get the wiggles, as opposed to the squiggles. Oh, has my other camera gone off? Excuse me, my telephone's died.
Oh no.
Have you only got one picture of me now? Probably.
Yep.
Yeah, and the phone, and it won't turn back on. Oh, here we go. Says it's got no battery. I mean, it's on the charger.
Is the other end plugged in?
Yeah, permanently plugged in.
Oh.
You destroyed my phone. What's going on? Have I logged out as well on the other one?
Yes, it went away.
It just went. Yeah, just I'll just leave it there for a minute. Sort it out in a minute. Right, does anyone need any more demoing? Yes, no? Speak to me, people, please.
Twiddling away.
You keep twiddling. I'm untwiddling. Oh, I was going to find the Eventbrite link, wasn't I? I'll do that while I think about it. Let's show the desktop.
While she's looking for that, I'm going to just mention, and I'm going to put in the chat, this video will be on our Atlantic Institute, if I can spell right, SC YouTube channel. If you go, I think if you like a channel, it'll let you know when there's a new video uploaded. And we have over 200 videos there because we do cultural, we do interfaith, and we do educational. So make sure you check it out. We do the crafting, the cultural creations once a month. We do what we call cuisine of different cultures once a month, and we've been doing them since COVID. So there's videos for the last 3 years, for almost, well, going on.
It's 4 years now.
Yeah, going on 4 years now. So make sure you check that out while you're waiting for this video to download. Also check out our website. And then Sandra, are you doing the feather?
Yeah, I'm doing the feather thing in May.
May 11th, Sandra's going to do a feather. Let me see what you guys call it.
It's a feather wall hanging.
Feather wall hanging, yes. And that is on our. You can go to Eventbrite and you can find us at the Atlantic Institute there, or you can go to our website and it'll direct you to that as well. But
Mrs. Chris, have you got one you can display?
The feather wall hanging?
Chris Taylor's probably got one.
Oh.
Mine's hanging up on a wall somewhere, and I'd have to go and get someone to help me get it off the wall. So
1 minute. 1 minute.
1 minute. She's got off goal. She's got a little place in her house where she displays all her stuff. So I know I quite like this one, folks. I've just been fiddling and talking, and I quite like that. I like its weirdness.
It's weirdness, yes.
Yeah, go with the weird.
Embrace the weird.
Embrace the weird. Get your freak on. Yeah, why not?
I don't like being like everybody else.
No.
I told that to my 9-year-old. She's now 17, but she wanted to be like everybody else. And I'm like, be yourself. Like, be different. Yeah. It's more fun.
I think it's when you're younger, you do tend to want to join. You want to be part of something, don't you?
You do. And, now she embraces it. Like, that child, she's a junior in high school, and she goes to school in the weirdest combinations. Yeah. Camouflage and stripes. And she just embraces it, and
why not? I mean, my youngest is very much that way, and when he was a lot younger, when he was like 3 or 4, and started actual school, because they start school quite young here, he had a lot of clothes that were in citrus colours, so yellows, oranges, lime greens. And of course, being me, I bought everything matching. So he had shirts, t-shirts, jumpers, hoodies, jeans, trainers, socks, all in the green, all in the orange, all in the yellow. Would he wear them together? No. One orange sock, one green sock, one yellow trainer. He just, and the school said to me, have you taught him, can you, I said, look, you spend ages getting the kid to learn how to dress themselves. I just let him wear what he wants to wear. Why not? Oh, you don't want him to look like everyone else? No, not really.
And when she wears matching socks, I tell her, I'm like, I'm so disappointed in you. Your socks match today.
Yeah, like, are you not well?
Yeah. Are you okay?
Hey, you're wearing normal clothes. Go on then, Chris, have you found one?
I'm sorry, Sandra. I found a box, but I'm in the process of
you're in the process of moving.
So I've got a box, and I thought it was in there, which is opened, and it's not.
I can share the picture.
Yeah, have you got a picture?
I can share the picture. Hang on.
I was just diving to see if I could find a picture.
Because it's really nice. It's one of my
Oh,
favorites.
it's definitely one of my favorites.
It came out really well. So I think I've put that away safely.
I don't know how good the picture is. Oh, there you are.
Oh, there it is.
That's the
Yeah.
top of it. So basically, it's a willow twig with some big beads on the end.
I thought it had more. I thought
Yeah, I thought it had more pictures, but
oh wait, view more. Maybe
no.
No, wait. It should have more stuff. Hang on. Let me get into this a little differently. That's sad. I need to go. Wait. Oh, I gotta do read more now. There we go.
Have you found them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we make feathers from cloth, from wool specifically, if you can, and then string them together with lovely beads. And they do look attractive. That's probably not the best picture I've ever taken.
Awesome. I can't wait to do this one.
It's lovely. I did this with a bunch of people from who are suffering with arthritis, so they got dexterity problems in their fingers. And you know, they found they could do it and they really enjoyed it because they actually managed to do a craft.
And what do you do with when you do a craft and you have like one bead, two beads left? What do you do with those? You hang on to them as a crafter, and then look, you can use them to put on these. Like that's awesome. I love it. All right, we must stop share now so we can go back.
Stop sharing. I found all the pictures of all the ones that people did it when we did it here in the UK. So let's have a. Is it going to let me share? Zoom. Go back to Zoom. Why didn't it let me share? What am I doing? Zoom. I can't go back to Zoom now. What's going on? Share. These. Share. Right. Can you see these at all?
They're very small.
Okay, they're tiny, are they?
They're very small.
We'll need to click on one so we can see it because
yeah, I have. It's giant on my screen. Right. How about that one?
Ooh.
You see that one?
Yeah.
We can see that.
Let's see if I double click on this one. You see that one?
It did not change.
That's a shame because this is gorgeous. Right, let's try new share and it will do that. Okay, this is a new thing. I love that one.
There we go. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. That's I think that might be Nanette's actually because it's all done in denim. I've got a feeling that's Nanette's.
Oh yeah, I have lots of denim. That would be fun.
Yeah, because denim, it's whatever fabric you use, it's got to be able to be frayed.
Yeah.
So it's got to be something that's actually woven. Man-made fibers will not do the trick. Silk, wool. We used wool. I'm sure that's Nanette's. And oh no, where's all my? I've got a big bundle of wool here. So it's a woolen cloth. I think we use Welsh blankets. Scraps. But it must be frayable. So, are we done with lessoning or does anybody need anything else?
I think somebody said they were all caught up now.
Oh, adding beads and crystals. That's Maggie. Well done. Good. So, a link to our Eventbrite, not Atlantic Institute, is in the chat if anyone wants to copy it. And I'm going to move the camera. So it's on me rather than... Look, Chris, Highland Cow.
Yay, Highland Cow.
I've got a Highland Cow fetish, folks. I'll hold my hand up.
Oh, it's beautiful, that. It's absolutely gorgeous, the Highland Cow.
He's lovely. Look.
He's adorable.
And he moves, didn't he?
No. No.
Oh well, he does move, honestly. Oh, look at the state of my outfit. I've got to blur that. It's awful. There we are. That's better. So did everybody enjoy? Did everybody get something out of this? Because that's the whole purpose of doing it. Yeah.
Yes, it was fun.
Yes. Yes.
Colette's twiddling. I can see Colette twiddling. Valerie, where are we? Chris has already done one, so I'll let you off, Chris, because you've done one before.
Yeah, I took out my rock.
Yeah, you took out. Yeah, I prefer them without the rocks. It's a lot easier.
Because it was getting undone. It was fine after 6 strands, and then it started unraveling on the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, when we did it the first time, oh, Kazzie's still twiddling. Keep twiddling, Kazzie. Keep twiddling. Somebody went and got a piece of coral. That was quite good because it had loads of sticky up bits that you could actually wind.
Yeah, that's what I have is coral.
Yeah.
After I put it in.
And it's got holes in it, isn't it? So you could poke through and yeah.
Yeah, mine go through the middle.
Elaine's still twiddling. Keep twiddling, girls. Oh, hello. He's booked something. Well, I'm getting orders coming in for new sessions. There we go. So if you want to join us in April, all our March sessions are booked up and done and dusted. But April, I haven't got an assistant here tonight, have I? We're doing Dorset poses. If anyone wants to do Dorset poses, if anybody knows what a Dorset posy is.
What is that?
Well, a Dorset posy is a thing that was invented in the 1400s or some odd in England. And you know, back in the day, obviously you didn't have sewing machines and they couldn't stitch buttonholes. So for wedding dresses, they used to make these really fancy buttons out of a metal ring and then they would embroider into it, particularly in Dorset, hence the name. But now they're just basically an art form. Nobody uses them now for actual buttons. I suppose somebody might. Let's see if I can't find a picture. They're really cute. Dorset posies, come on. So now if I go back and share, this is a particularly good example. That's a 1-inch ring. So that's like a shower curtain ring or something like that. Key ring. Can you see it?
I do. And what do you do with them?
So basically, the outside, what do you do with them? It's just decorative. You can put a pin through the back and wear it as a brooch. People string them together, make necklaces out of them.
Okay.
It's just a pretty thing.
We will have to talk about my schedule for next year.
So for us, that's a heritage craft. It's we have a list in the UK of crafts that are traditional to the United Kingdom, and that's different in all the 4 countries. Different crafts are more traditional in different areas, and there's an organisation that basically tries to protect the skills and keep the skills going, so that, and our local council government, I don't know what you'd call it in the States, give us money to do sessions like that, so that, okay, not everybody is going to turn into a Dorset posy teacher, but 30 more people now know about it. One of those 30 people might like it so much that they go on to learn more about it and perhaps tell another 30 people. So we try and do that.
I'd certainly be interested in doing it. I'm Elaine G.
Yeah.
I run a craft group in Northern Ireland.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's cool. Tracy, yeah, do that, Trace. If you copy our Eventbrite thing down, which is in the chat if you can.
Radio.
Then you can go on there and you will find Dorset Posy, and by all means, you're in the north, yeah?
Northern Ireland, yeah.
Yeah. then we'll send you a free kit and you can join us in April and do that. Not a problem.
Is that the reconnecting?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We send free kits for everybody in the UK. Well, not everybody, obviously. 6.5 million people be a bit much, wouldn't it? The people that book, we send free kits to, but outside the UK, sorry, folks, got to buy your own stuff.
I was going to show something similar to a Dorset rose that my mother-in-law does. She does these.
Who plays? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. That's
and then she puts it on a towel. So you put it around the handle of the oven.
Yeah.
So then you have a towel that doesn't fall on the floor.
It doesn't fall on the floor all the time, yeah.
Or get knocked down by the cat.
Oh, that's cool. I think that's called Dorset wheel.
Okay, yeah, that would be similar.
Yeah, because it's got a hub and then spokes.
Mm-hmm.
But also, they're all versions of the same, and that's crocheted, wasn't it?
Yes. Have you done Sussex puffs?
Sussex what?
Sussex puffs.
Puffs?
Sussex puffs.
I'm not hearing properly. Puffs as in sugar puffs?
Yes, yeah, Sussex puffs. It's a sewing project, but that's a traditional one. You have to Google it.
I'm Googling as we speak. I'm famous for this. Oh. Right. Okay. Very similar simple. To these are cloth.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, yeah, really simple. But they look really effective. You can make little animals out of them.
Layer them up, make flowers and
all sorts of things.
That's going on my list of things to do. Copy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We keep lists here of things that we can do in the future. It's quite a big list.
Yeah, that was mine.
So we're coming up on the hour. Are there any more questions or anybody need help with what they're doing?
It's just popping in there going, hi. Well, you're talking. We can't hear you because you're on mute. So, you know.
So Sandra, is there anything you'd like to say to wrap this up on your end?
No, I'm fine. I just hope everyone's enjoyed. Quite unusual for us to have sessions when nobody speaks because we never stop talking in our sessions, do we, Grace? No, we never stop.
I think I did warn you that it would be pretty quiet. Usually my participants are quiet. So thank you again for you and your organization for doing this. Again, they're going to be doing the feather wall hanging, and that looks really cool in May, but we also have other programs, so check us out. I want to thank everybody for coming, and I am going to end the recording now. And let us know if you need anything else. Karen, if you're still there, I have a couple of questions I need to ask you. If you could wait till everybody leaves, and then we can end this now.
Before you disappear, sorry, could you let me know how many participants we had, please? When you've done your tally, just so that I can put it on my records.
Yes, ma'am. I will let you know,
please,
when I get the tally all done.
I don't know if it's what it's like in America, but here it's like you have to have recorded numbers of how many people you helped, how many people because we're funded to do it.
Yes, yes, ma'am. I will. Once I get that done, it'll probably be Monday before I get to that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll send you an email with all that stuff. So
cool.
All right.
I'm good. Thank you, ladies. I think it's
Thank
all
you
ladies.
So much.
Danny.